Hey YouTube, back again with another video. Reminder, if you want a lesson with me, check the link in the description. Today we're going to talk about breakthroughs. I've been playing euphonium because I made a big breakthrough on pressure. I'm using a lot less of it, which makes euphonium way more fun to play. Just because this mouthpiece, this specific thing, has a really kind of like sharp bite to the rim. And if you play with too much pressure, game over. You have like an hour tops and then you're done for the day. But now that I use less pressure, I can play it all day and it feels great. It's tiring in different ways, like it tires out my corners and my fingies, but not my face, which feels really good. So, how do you capitalize on breakthroughs? And I'm talking about all kinds of breakthroughs. Maybe it's something with the way you hold your slide, or the way you breathe in, or the way you articulate, or the way you're looking at music, literally looking at it when you sight read or something. There's a million different things you can break through on. How do you capitalize on that? It's as simple as this. Control-C, Control-V. And no, I'm not using the stupid Apple command key or whatever it is. Control-C, Control-V. Copy, paste. That's all it is. Every time I have a breakthrough recently, in the last few years, I guess, I'm like, aha, something has changed and it's for the better. What is it? And I'll really search. I'll be like, what am I doing with my body? What's going on here? Am I looking at something different? How, am I holding the instrument differently? And I'll really search and I'll be like, ah, it's this little thing that I'm doing. I'm holding my head in a different place, or, you know, I'm just running over a giant list of things it could be. And I'm like, all right, Control-C. I'm remembering this thing. The way my body feels, or maybe even my mind, doesn't have to be just a physical thing to achieve this goal. And then the next day when I come back to the instrument, maybe a different instrument, there's a contra right there, I go Control-P. And sometimes it changes a little bit because the instrument, you know, not all breakthroughs on this are going to transfer exactly to trombones, but I Control-P, and I really try to do exactly what was happening on the instrument the day before. And guess what? If you have a consistent practice schedule, I mean, really all you have to do is play every day for more than like 30 minutes. I would say that's the minimum. Then it's way easier to capitalize on these breakthroughs, right? Because if you're like, wow, I finally figured out how to play high B flat, and then you take a week off, you're probably not going to come back and be like, yeah, I still know how to play high B flat the same way. You have to do it again and again and again and again and again. And that's kind of the cool thing and the bad thing about these breakthroughs, is that, yeah, you did something big that's going to make playing and sounding good and making music easier, but it doesn't matter unless you do it a bunch of times and really ingrain it into your brain. And I can think of a couple times in the past where I've had big breakthroughs like I have recently, but farther back, where I've had big breakthroughs and then lost them because I did not Control-C, Control-V. And I really wish I had. Back in high school, I had this crazy high register, basically only my senior year. I don't think I did before that. But I could play like a high F really loudly, and I'm sure it sounded awful and I couldn't do it very consistently. But there's something that I was doing that made it really easy. And at the time, I was just like, okay, whatever, yay. But I didn't Control-C. I was just like, I can do this, don't worry about it. And it just disappeared. I haven't had that ability since. And then sometime in college, I don't know, maybe my third year or something, I was really good at bass trombone for some reason. I had like 3 months where just everything felt great. It was really easy. I could play any dynamic, any range. Articulations felt good all over the horn. And I just took it for granted. And then guess what? Something changed. I don't remember what. And it all just went whoosh. And I've always been searching for like that feeling of just general ease again. And if I, at the time, had been like, oh, it's because I was, who knows, breathing well or eating well, sleeping well, it could be a bunch of different things. If I had remembered that, I might have just been playing the same the whole time, and I wouldn't even be talking about this. So, when you do have these breakthroughs, Control-C, Control-V, and do it 1,000 more times. Get it in that brain. That's all I got. See you guys next time.